Gotcha, got it. Probably wait for like at least 60 seconds after we went live. Just to wait for the news to come in. Okay, should be good. Wow, okay. I'll set that on stream. Watch now. Hello there, Tio, for the early viewers on Twitch. How are we doing today? Hi, Barkito. Good morning. So we waited for quite a bit for top 8 in TAWS America. Almost about an hour, so it is a wait. The top 8 in the users bracket hasn't reached top 8 yet, but by the time we get there, hopefully they're ready. 6 PM for you. Well, good morning from the Southeast Asia. Yes. Okay, here's our top 8. Just like I've said, Blues bracket hasn't really reached top 8 yet, but we do have the top 8 winners bracket. We have Barkito versus Wallow. What's good, guys? Should do my introduction now. We got 7 people here now. Okay. Let me mute the stream real quick so I don't hear myself the second time around. Okay. Welcome back to the Tattoo Amateur Weeklies here. My name is Quote and I will be your commentator for today. And this time around we are back for more TAWS America, this time 127th time for this tournament. Welcome to the viewers that are just tuning in. I will be providing commentary as usual. And hopefully I'll get to see good gameplay, as speaking of which, we do have the stats on the screen as we prepare for the predictions and the actual room for this tournament. Okay, I just got the room code. Alright. Okay, stats wise, of course, Creep is going to have more. It's gonna be Mogging Tito in terms of stats. That's how I'd like to put it. So 36 seconds of a 40-line sprint and an average amount of blitz score. Tio isn't really looking better in either of those two. We'll just have to wait and see on how things turn out. Hello Will, welcome to the stream. Hi Flipposaurus, welcome to the stream. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. Oh yeah, that's what he says. So if you haven't already known, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a 1 free Twitch subscription a month. So for any Primers in chat there, you gladly help us here. Okay, predictions have started. Warm-ups are first, as usual. You can gamble with your virtual currency that we've just provided to you guys, the T-Bucks. Hello Evilay, Evilwa, Again, not sure how to pronounce that. I'm putting it on a Google search. Search for pronunciation. EV law. EV law. I'm somehow butchering this for some reason anyway. Looking at the predictions, it's a 50-50, evenly spread out, with a little bit more for Arctic Creep, but it's fine. There are 3 believers for Arctic Creep here in this match. As we head straight right into Vormus matched. TO versus Arctic. So it's a gentle reminder, I just woke up guys, so I might not be as energetic today, considering it is top 8. As Artie is actually in a bit of a pickle here, has to downstack this. Has the JPs in there, but has to make some compromises. Not there in time. Completely goes cold. Tia will take the Vormut matched. Okay. Tia going in guns blazing. Artie, not so hot in the warm-up match, but we're going to go straight right into the match now for our first game of top 8. It is Tia versus Articreep. Predictions have closed, and hopefully it will be a good prediction for you guys. Besides myself, just predicted 0 channel points. There's TAWS America, 127. Tia versus Articreep. Starting off with a eyepiece dependency from Tia, but is immediately able to solve that one. Articreep with a slightly awkward board state, but I feel like they'll be able to access the 3rd column garbage. Here comes the garbage access. Tia trying to maintain the pressure now, as Articreep will decide to return the favor. A 3 combo quad from Tia. Articreep trying to weather the storm, but it's not enough. Arte is building his own tower of demise. Tia opening this up with a first blood for Tia. 9-0 stack, looking good so far. Tia decides to cancel that one, just trying to be safe. So it's an eyepiece dependency on the right side of this board, but it's not going to be lethal. Tio's going to a 5-4 stack. Articreep is literally just doing nothing, just waiting for Tia's attacks, as Tia will be able to find a good T-spin here. Articreep finally on a center well stack. Caps to 4. Tia might be in trouble. Has to downstack this. Goes to safety. Here comes the spike. 14 lines. Most of it was cancelled, but there is some cheese to Tia's side. Tia keeping this pace. Continuing the attack against Articreep. Tia has a T-spin here, but not much follow-up. Articreep, however, has a better board state compared to Tio's side. But the Articreep with a bit of a misjump on the board. Wasn't really the advantage that you were looking for, but hey. Okay, Tio. Nice spike. Articreep going for kind of a 3 wide on their side, but it's not gonna happen. Tio 9-0 stacking, absolute happy gaming. Caps to 4. Both players will presumably have a surge. Articreep breaks first. Tio with a TP miss drop. It's going to cut things short. Articreep is on the top now, but is able to survive. Tio just isn't able to get this kill there. His auto group will be able to try to live, but actually is just a piece off there. Tried to make a burn, but wasn't able to cycle through the eyepiece. Tio now with a 3-0 lead against auto creep. Tio thinking about a side forward, maybe. Both players 7-2 stacking, the other is inverted. Tio with some nice T-spins, counts to 4, might break soon. Here it goes, the spike. Not really much of a spike there, but it will deliver some garbage over the auto creep's board. As I'm going to be lagging actually. Oh wow, okay. I didn't see anything. Oh dear, my Wi-Fi. Oh no. Occur. Turning down the resolution. Okay, looking good so far. Auto creep. Actually gonna almost top out. But it should be match point for Tio. And that it is. Auto creep having a difficult round. A difficult match, I should say, against Tio. So this might just be the last round for this match. Tio is absolutely doing well against Artie. Here comes a double quad now. Artie is able to respond to that, will cancel the garbage. But has some clean material to work with. Here comes the TSD quad. Tio. Gonna burn some lines as a response here. Tio will be trying to defend this now. Gonna be on repair duty by the looks of it. Nice short surge from Artie, but isn't able to secure the kill. Tio trying to survive, trying to take this match. Artie creep with a center well. There goes the TSD. It isn't lethal, but Tio with the attack now, going for the offensive. Artie creep might have to go down now. Still covering up the 7 column is going to be fatal if it isn't opened up. But Tio, on the other hand, is gonna top out with the LP Smith's drop, gonna decide that round. It's still match point for Tio, so it's not over yet, but Artie has to win 2 more rounds in order to make this into a TAWS breaker. And I feel like Tio wants it too, so he's gonna give another round or 2 Artie creep. And the deciding factor, most of it was misdrops for this match. Nice C-spin, TST from Auto Creep, going on the offensive on the opener phase. Trying to go for a 6-3 stack, but decides to down stack it for some reason. Maybe trying to play a bit safe? Question mark. Tio, I mean, speaking of Tio, we have a TAWS breaker. Tio just tops out there. What a lovely first match. This is just lots of misdrops. Archer Creep looking actually warmed up now. Tio going for the spike. He's gonna push Archer Creep for a bit of a ride and the height differences. Both players are going 2 pieces per second, but Archer Creep has more damage on their disposal. Now Tio might just be in trouble, tries to counterfall, but will just ultra triple burn on the top. As some nice combo, will be able to live through that, as Tio is going to try and downstack the board, but RT Creep is just there for the punishment. Despite a rough start in this match, RT Creep will proceed to come out on top of it. Tio will be going down to the losers bracket. And it seems that the RT Creep believers will be having a feast today, as that one Tio prediction will not get the 300 channel points, or 300 T-bucks, rather. Oh god, yeah, I shouldn't wake up this early. Oh, scheisse. Oops. Okay, winners finals and quarterfinals. Okay, winners finals will be RT Creep. We'll be waiting for the match. So we head into the next matchup on our tournament. It's going to be Boquito versus Wallo. Okay. Have a short break for me as I take a breather real quick. Okay, Wallo versus Boquito. Maybe, well, we've seen these two before. I'm assuming that Boquito doesn't have any pronouns, so... Okay then. Checking the stats. Gonna be identical stats on either of the two. A slight TR difference when it comes to the touch release stats. Boquito should be able to match Wallo's pace, despite the difference in APM. But that's going to show on how efficient these players are going to be based on the APM stats. Yep. 620 T-bucks is going to the side of Flippersaurus and the other people that have predicted RT. Good predictions. We'll see if you get this one correctly for the the second match. There's Waddle versus Barquito. Going to be a warm-ups first. As we start this game. Okay. Oops. Barquito with a rough start in the opener phase, while going guns blazing, 3 pieces per second. Is almost gonna kill Barquito by the looks of it. Barquito trying to survive, but just a few many missed jobs is not gonna be a warm-up for Barquito. As well, will take the warm-up match 17 seconds, such a quickie game. Okay, both players should be ready. So we decide to hand it into dust. So first to 5. In the winners finals, both players are ready. As the predictions will start to come in now. Barquito. An even number of people believing to these players. As we head in now, this is TAWS America. Valor greeting for a TST tower. Barquito unable to get the response, but the Valor is gonna lull themselves over this round, as Barquito will take the first round today. Okay, opener phase. Valor with a very good garbage well. Goes for a TST, caps to 4. Lots of back-to-back material, but Valor has to break defensively. Barquito going for the offensive, tries to go on the defense, but isn't able to survive. Barquito taking 2 rounds consecutively. An early lead in this match. Kind of expecting that Barquito will have a rough match this time around, but it seems like the turnaround is going to be there as well. Tries to get something back now. 11 spike with the surge. That's some nice T-spins. That's Barquito. Gonna try to be on repair duty. Just trying to open that 5th column. Very nicely done. As well, will be immediately back on the back-to-back surge. Barquito just trying to weather the storm. Here comes the spike. Valor trying to go for the offensive, trying to secure the kill. Valor isn't able to get the follow-up there, as Barquito is going to be surviving for just a little bit. They have to actually go through the cheese. As well, the nice upstack. He's trying to keep the pressure onto Barquito's board. Kia still covering up the 1st column, but will be able to get the quad now. Okay, with a nice survival, the nice downside to try and dig themselves out to safety. Valor hasn't really been able to secure the kill for 1 minute and 30 seconds in this round. They're currently down 2 points in terms of match points, but here comes the it's a very good spike there. It's going to force Valor to response now. It's an eyepiece dependency on the right, and that's not what you want there. Valor with no place to go. Barquito is going to take it 3-0, as Valor will not have 80 match point right now. Okay, Valor tries to be the difference maker. The all clear from Barquito is very flashy, but it isn't going to top out Valor this time around. Valor sending some slight garbage, but it's actually going to be enough now. Valor puts themselves on the board finally. 1, 2, 3. Okay. and head straight back in here today while we're going to be waiting for Barkido. Decides to send it now. Waddle is really feeling it. It's Barquito! Oh dear. The turnaround. Waddle is catching up now. Okay, Barquito trying to find some way to try and get a pick in this opener phase. But isn't able to, but we'll have lots of clean material to work with. As well, we'll be now on the defensive. We are now on the offensive, actually. 7-2 stack, house to 4. Gonna try to put some damage on Barquito's board. Opting for some nice all-spin sequence to try and maintain this surge. But he doesn't even need to use it. And Waddle ties up the series. Okay, Barquito is kind of falling off quite a bit, but we're still in this match. Going for some interesting all-spins on their side. Breaks first. Waddle counts the 6. Barquito with not a very good board state, and that is match point for Waddle. Barquito with an evergreen mistake. In the open phase. Barquito looking for a TAWS breaker. As Waddle will be able to gather a surge now in this round. The JP's misdrop is gonna set things in an awkward light. As Waddle will close the match now in almost a reverse sweep fashion. Waddle will take it 5-3 against Barquito. That was an interesting match. Barquito had like a good had a good early game in the match, but yeah, it seems like Waddle just locked in for the last 5 rounds after Barquito got like 3 points. So technically a reverse sweep if you don't count that Barquito wasn't able to get themselves into match point. But yeah, it's gonna be. It's not what I was expecting, but yeah. Okay, heading into our next matchup. You might recognize. Well, you guys are already regulars at this point. But it is Matsun versus Hawaku. Going to be taking place in the losers bracket before losers quarterfinals. So the loser is out this match. I am not sure about that, Akechi fanboy. Okay, anyway, looking at the stats, that is slightly off-centered on the screen, but it's okay. We're going to look at them either way. It is both players actually having identical stats. 2 pieces per second ranged. Yeah, it's going to be a close match now. The predictions might not be so predictable this time. Okay, predictions are up. Who's going to win on either of the two? Yeah, it is pronounced Matt Cern. Cern? Yeah, Cern. Okay, warm-ups first, I think. Yep, it is. 200 TR difference. Going to be there. Okay, both players very stridey. Absolute gaming. Gaming. Okay, very spiky, lots of clean. Awaku with a 4 surge. Going to send some damage over to Matsen's board, but should be even. Okay, Awaku is trying their best in repairing their board. They will be able to do so. Matsen might just be in trouble. Has to downstack this. Has a very clean garbage well on the first column. Awaku just has to send the garbage, but isn't able to get there in time. Awaku will now be in trouble. Caster 4 is gonna try to defend this attack. The eyepiece misshot, but the second eyepiece will be there in time. Matsen trying to go for the kill in this warm-up match. A minute on the clock now. Awaku downstacking, digs himself out to safety. At Matsen will be counting to 4. Both players able to match each other's attack, but Awaku will be on the receiving end. You never want to count out Matsen, despite being in a difficult board state to navigate through. Awaku steps forward. Trying to be on the offensive. Counts to 4, breaks now. Matsen is able to cancel. Gonna be in a pretty even position so far. Almost topping out now. Has to tag that bit of damage in order to cycle through the pieces. Awaku 7-2 stack inverted. 2 minutes on the clock now. With now a surge for Awaku's side, will be having an eyepiece dependency on the right, but Matsen will not actually be able to punch Awaku at that moment in time. As Awaku just trying to greet for some T-spins as they have that time, but the board state was just not aligning for Awaku as Matsen will finally take the warm-up match. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. That was quite the this is quite the sample taste. Gonna be excited to see on how this match will turn out. Okay, both players are ready. Gonna be heading into this. This might be a faster match compared to the first 2 matches we've seen today. It is Matsen versus Awaku. Oh my god. Okay, we're finally getting into this. TAWS America 127. Awaku versus Matsen. Okay, starting off very fast. Waku extended with a C-spin now. Matson unable to get the ice. Not really coming up with anything that round, as Matson will tie up the series 1-1. Okay, Matson steps forward, but Matson just got back on this round. There's a surge spike from Awaku going for the offensive. Matson will be trying to downstack this board to get themselves onto safety, but isn't able to get the right pieces. Awaku maintains the lead. Okay, Matson trying to make things work now. 3 pieces per second, almost, to both players. Really going to slow down now. Matson is kind of playing safe this time. And we'll get a nice spike over to Awaku's board. Awaku contemplating for a little bit for the all spins. Oh, Awaku might be in trouble. Goes for the downstack combo to try and cancel as much garbage as possible. Matson isn't able to secure the kill. Here comes the counter spike from Awaku. A full board of damage here, as Matson trying to make an overhang on the left side. The downstack is there, but still a tough spot to deal with. Awaku gonna secure this round into his favor. 3-1 now on the scoreboard. Okay, going in back again. Matson with a double miss drop on the center well. That's like a revive prompt now. We're doing revive prompts this time. Awaku miss dropping as okay. I guess that happened. Okay, a bit of a scrappy fight this time. Awaku not going for the T-spins, going for the downstack this time. He's able to find a T-spin from the top, trying to survive. I was thinking about doing the ice spin, but decides to not try. Don't think the eyepiece was supposed to be there at the right side, as Matson will take a point back. What is going on, man? Okay, very clean so far. 60 column garbage well. Matson, you're gonna be trying to survive this. The downstack is there. Very clean center well from Matson. Awaku, however, with the counter. Gonna be matching. The surge is there. Matson. We're actually going to be in trouble now. The garbage queue is filled up. 152 APM from Awaku. And that is match point. Matson backs against the wall now. 6-3 stack this round. We're trying to make things work. We'll receive a bit of damage from Awaku. As he's gonna try to make a play here, Owaku just trying to keep things low. Okay, covering up the second column will be kind of lethal. Masan just trying to deliver any sort of damage over to Owaku's board, but they'll be able to get the quad from the top of their board. The survival is there. Masan isn't able to secure the kill yet. This might be the last round we see from Masan if he isn't able to turn things around. The color clear from Masan's board as Owaku is able to survive with a 6 combo. Okay, he's gonna be slowing things down a bit. Owaku with the OPs as... oh dear, that is the OP slander. 3 OP pieces to bury himself that round. 4-3, Masan is gonna be catching up by 1. But it's not over yet. Masan with an early misdrop near the opener phase has to downstack this. Nice triple burn to open up the third. The right well garbage column has to take a burn here. The T-piece isn't there to go for the T-piece T-spin, but well actually Owaku is gonna eliminate Masan out of TAWS with a 5-3 match. An unfortunate result for Matt. They'll be leaving. Gonna be going back to the drawing board, I guess. So Owaku will proceed to the losers quarterfinals. Okay, going to be on a short break. Okay. I don't think I have too many things to talk about other than the Ibrahim news. You can usually see the community announcements. But instead we're going to be talking about the bracket scene on our screen. As we do see here, Matt has been eliminated from TAWS America. As Owaku will be advancing. I'll be looking, well, it'll be interesting to see how Borkido handles Owaku. Might be heading into our next matchup, which is Anya versus... God, maybe. What are these names? Yeah, it is maybe. Okay, Esley, I guess. Oh, hi, ads. I'm getting an ad on screen. Okay. How wonderful. Any primers in chat to help me out? Question mark? Okay, anyway. I'm gonna be waiting for the other player to come by, but Anya is in the room. Yeah, don't worry. It was just an ad by the stream chat for some reason, but very conveniently placed there. Predictions results. Owaku, the certain winner, with only a 40 T-bucks. 40 T-bucks prediction for getting it right. Okay, we have the stats now. This might feel very one-sided, but I wouldn't count an upset out of the table yet, but it is an S+ against an SS. The stats are actually very identical. So we might see a bit more differentiation when it comes to the macro. But Anya, of course, will be an SS. My god, my eyelids are heavy, bro. What is going on? Did I not sleep last night? Okay, This could be a rough session for me. That's a brightness decrease right there. Okay, TAWS America warm-ups first. Anya versus Esley. Good luck, have fun. Okay, Esley going surprisingly fast for their rank. 2.4 pieces per second on the stat line. And Anya's going for the down stack. Here comes the counter spike in 21 seconds, and it is over. No, we're not gonna 1v1. Okay, somebody has disconnected. So we're going to wait for them to come back for at least 5 minutes. Okay, the players are back. Both players are presumably ready. Anya's ready. What about Esley? Okay, we're going in. It is a first to 5 in TAWS America. Okay, Anya versus Esley, first to 5. Let's see who will proceed to the losers quarterfinals. Esley with a rough start. Going for some all spins instead to try and convert this into a lead. Anya with a 7-2 stack. Nice spike from Esley, going to be sending something clean over to Anya's side. And nothing particularly happening on both sides. It's gonna be quite of a chill match, actually. How are you guys? I'm doing great. I feel like I'm sleep deprived. Okay, nice spike from Anya. Esley there, unable to respond, unprepared for that outcome. As Anya will put herself on the board first point this match. Hello Jaden, welcome to TAWS. They're having a matchup here. Anya versus Esley. Esley short surges, dealing some damage, but isn't really able to get some notable results thus far. We're going down to the bottom of the board, cancelling the damage Anya is being sent to. Okay, both players 2 pieces per second, but not as volatile as you might think it would be. And you're going for nice T-spins, but Esley gonna be trying to deliver the damage that is needed to secure a kill, but isn't able to. And you're actually going to try and go for another T-spin from the top. Very greedy there. Nice combo, 7-line spike. But it isn't lethal. Esley trying to go for the offensive, but Anya with the damage. Gonna try to deal with this cheese on her board. Esley with a Z-piece misdrop. Going to be fixing that very quickly. Esley trying to squeeze out this round, but Anya just has the defense. There comes the spike, but most of it was cancelled by Anya. He's able to mitigate that somewhere. Esley. 2 minutes in. Both players still alive in the second round. Anya doesn't go for a Z-spin. She's going to be putting herself in an awkward spot. We'll be able to downstack this with a nice 5 combo to cancel the attacks. Is Anya going to deliver the T-spin there? Esley might be in trouble. We'll get the quad in time. Here comes the spike from Anya. It's going to keep Esley on the top of this board. As Anya will take herself 2-0 against Esley. Okay, counts to 4. Esley gonna be trying to make things work on his side. Anya just cheesing out Esley there. It's a 3-0 first to 5. It's been pretty one-sided so far. Esley with a 5-4 stack inverted. Going to be transitioning onto a 6-3 stack, but a Z-piece misdrop is going to change things. Gonna be on repair duty, but it looks a bit. Was considering a T-spin setup, but Anya is gonna be waiting for Esley to downstack this, as the spike is there. 90 APM on the dot, and Anya is now on match point. Esley will have to try and get a point this match. It's been a difficult situation for them to deal with. He's gonna be able to get a counter 4, but is immediately going to let that go. Anya counter 4. And I don't think this damage is going to be enough, as Esley will be on the top of his board. It's not over yet until it's over, but it damn sure does look like it. As Anya will dominate here in this first to 5, as she takes a clean sweep against Esley. Well, I don't have anything to say about that match, but yeah, a very one-sided match for an SS player. GG, well played to both players, especially for Esley, for even trying to fight Anya there. It was a difficult match for Esley, but they did the best. It was quite the skill difference there. Thank you very much, Jaden, for the 5-stream watch streak. Here is your 450 T-bucks for logging in daily. And also adds for the 3-stream watch streak. Gonna be adding some T-bucks into your account. yeah, it's only me for today, so it's gonna be a chill one. I think maybe depending on how it goes. For the for how this tournament is going, Matson is out very early on. And there are some players where there are some not really upsets, but there has been some sweeps here and there, a reverse sweep happening somewhere in the brackets. I feel like someone went 3-0 and decided to go down 3-5 against someone. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You're gonna be taking a look at the challenge actually. Okay. Gonna be having an update here, as we are going to go into Anya's second match of this stream. And I believe it's to be against Anya versus Tio in the losers quarterfinals. It's okay, guys. It's okay. You guys can have a battle, off stream maybe. How many copy pastas do we have in this box? I haven't really messed around with it. It's okay. Both players are in the room. The feeling is mutual, Tio. I am also kind of feeling sleepy. I'm not sure what's about with this Sunday morning for me. Okay. Predictions will be starting after the results. Nobody thought this would happen. No predictions have been placed on either of the two last match. But this time, we're going to be having a new prediction between Anya versus Tio. We'll be having some believer in the chat, as we go straight right into the first to 5. Okay, quick stat read. There's a clear difference in stats, but the TR is quite deceiving for how you assume it's going to be. But a slight difference in PPS for Tio and versus score, and also APM, but should be a close series. I have to say though, I feel like Anya will be on the defense this time around, as Tio. I just have to wait and see how things will go. Okay, kind reminder: if you wanna avoid ads, consider subscribing into twitch.tv/TetraAmateurWeeklies. We host these weekly tournaments every Sunday, 16 UTC+0. Okay, guys, predict. At least gamble 10 T-bucks. Oh, region locked, yeah. Yeah, thank you very much, insert country. As the predictions will be, what's the filtered? Okay, 100% to Anya. 1 T-bucks for Tio. There's a lot of T-bucks there. Going to be very Anya-sided. As we head straight in here, first to 5, Tio versus Anya in the opener phase. Gonna be all spins for Anya's side, Tio with a 9-0 stack. Going for a nice combo of 4. Anya counts to 4, nice spike, 13 lines, going to be delivered over to Tio's side. But Tio has a very neat attack on his board. Gonna be matching Anya's defense and offense here. Tio has to downstack those if he wants to live this round. Tio with not the right pieces, he will top out. Anya with 100 APM on the stat line takes the first blood. Okay, TKI. Going into an LST. Tio with a standard 9-0 stack is not going to... it's not gonna yield the results here. Not sure if Anya has to do anything to get this win, but she will just gonna... actually, Tio is gonna be surviving this for a considerably long time, as Anya will finally top out Tio there. That was an awkward moment for Tio. Starting this match 0-2 in favor of Anya. Tio with an early misdrop in the opener phase, slightly roughed, but will be able to recover from that. Anya taking the sweet time as Tio is going to be trying to make the difference here. Anya is actually trying to be efficient, but the stats doesn't show it. It's a bit of a back and forth match. It's a bit of a back and forth round this far. Okay, Tio. Just delivering cute damage on Anya's side. The counterfull spike from Anya is gonna be trying to top out Tio this time around, but it won't be able to secure this kill. Tio might be in trouble, goes for the down stack. Anya might actually just top out, but the combo is there. Tio with a quad now. Gonna be pushing Anya to the top of her board. Tio just trying to counterfull, gets the quad, isn't able to end this round here and there. Tio with a defense. Anya trying to dig herself out to safety. It's a very close series. Tio doesn't opt for the combo burn as Anya continues this match 3-0. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this damage is going to be enough, as Anya will proceed to go on the offensive. Going for the down stack. Well, actually, that puts Tio first point on the scoreboard. I am actually lagging, chat. This is so over. I blame the weather forecast for today. You're gonna try to weather the storm. Sentinel garbage for Anya in there. Count to 6 surge. Tio on the top of his board, try to survive this. That is one dead Tio, and Anya goes to match point. Tio not looking good here. He's in a very dire situation if he wants to come back in this match. As Anya looks to close things out very early on in this match. It's not over, but Tio will be trying to defend this. Enya unable to secure the kill now. This is Tio's chance to actually take another point out of Enya, and Tio will do so. 2-4 on the screen. But Enya just has to win 1 of 3 rounds in order to close this out. Okay, 5-4 stack inverted. Tio going for the down stacking play. Using the IP staff, but not really lethal yet, but we'll have lots of glean to work with. Enya not really closing this series out yet. Goes for the ult spins, opens it up. Nice combo from the top. Tio tops out! And that's 5-2 score for Enya to proceed to the loser semis. Tio will now be heading to bed. Good night, Tio. As Enya will be continuing to play in this tournament. GG well played to both players. Tio with an effort to survive, but isn't able to make the difference there. The predictions results is Enya with a net positive of 1 T-Bucks. Let's go, guys! Such a net gain. I used to rule the world. I'm so tired. What the heck? What the helicopter? I need a match that can wake me up, guys. Maybe this match is gonna be exhilarating. Tawaku versus Barquito. Not sure if Barquito is a speed player, but hopefully they are. Warm-ups first. Taking a quick look in the bracket scene. That is Enya gonna be waiting for the next match for the winner of Barquito versus Owaku in the losers quarterfinals. Marco says he would have lost his house. Just kidding, just kidding. Nice game, Tio. Okay. A little funny. Funny. You know what? I'm opening the curtains. I need sunlight in this room. It's looking way too dark here. Okay, we should be heading into a warm-up now. As we take a look into... thank you for the intel there for Enya. Hey, TAWS America! Owaku versus Barquito. Gonna give us a sample taste this warm-up match. Opener face looking solid. Very standard openers. Barquito going for the ult spins instead. Nice short surge from Barquito. First to break. Owaku holds on. As the ult player from Barquito looking very flashy this warm-up match. As they're going to be trying to go into the offensive. Owaku with a nice down stack. He's able to live on. For now, Barquito will be receiving some damage, but it's a lot of clean on their board. Owaku are choosing to tag that one. Counts to full surge. It is an advantage. Owaku just trying to make things work here as they will be pushed up to his board very high up. Here comes the short surge. 12 spike from Owaku, but isn't enough. It isn't lethal for Barquito to top out, but Owaku here with a down stack. Gonna even things out relatively even now. Going to be equalizing the series as Barquito is gonna be in trouble not having the right pieces to down stack, and it is Owaku taking the warm-up match. You'd love to see it. Okay. Okay, first to five, Owaku versus Bokito in TAWS America. Open phase. Bokito isn't able to find a PC. Owaku gonna tank that bit of damage on his board. Good play. That is not a T-piece there, Owaku, but we'll go for the down stack before combo. Bokito trying to manage his board state. It isn't looking good. This is Owaku's chance to top out Bokito. That is lots of garbage owes to Bokito's side. On the 7th column, we'll get garbage access. This might be a counter spike. The O-piece is lethal for the missed job. Bokito opening it up with a first point lead in this match. It's a very quick play there. Very decisive. Owaku unfortunately dropping the round there against Bokito. Bokito with a rough opener phase as they're gonna be trying to survive this. Gets the eyepiece just in time. Owaku, I don't think you should be cancelling there. I think you should be tanking, but Bokito will top out either way. 2.6 PPS, 96 APM ties the series up. Okay, very speedy play, all clear for both sides. 3 pieces per second now, but the J-piece mistrap is going to slow things down for Bokito. Owaku on the offense. The I-piece misdrop is fatal. Owaku taking the lead. It's in the losers semis now. Oh, losers quarterfinals, sorry. All clear from Bokito. Goes into a counter 4. Both players has surge. Bokito breaks first. All clear finish for Bokito. Owaku is going to be trying to survive on the top of his board. Will get a couple of line clears, but is able to survive now. Bokito some garbage kill will tank the damage, and both players seem to be relatively even when it comes to board state. Okay, all spins follow suit. Okay, gonna be down stacking. Both players are gonna be having fun here. When it comes to quarter, gonna be matching. That is a kind of stack here. T-spin factory question mark. Yeah, Waku gonna be deviating from the stack. Here comes the counter 4. Don't think that's enough damage to top out Bokito. Bokito will get go of the back-to-back 3. He's been able to maximize the damage there. Waku, very nice down stack. Bokito has a down stack in return. This has to open up the 5th column, and they'll be in an even position. Waku playing safe. Seems to be Owaku is trying to deliver some small pieces of garbage to Bokito's board, but I don't think that's the play that you're looking for. Bokito breaks Surge. Nothing is happening so far, but the SP's misdrop is looking fatal, and so far this match has been decided by misdrops and misdrops mostly. Okay, opener phase. All clear from Barquito. It's gonna be going onto a counter 4. Counts to 6. Oh wow, that isn't a TST that you can do. Here comes the spike from Barquito. Gonna be trying to top out Awaku, and Awaku isn't able to respond to that, and Barquito taking the lead by 1. All clear. Okay, Awaku first to 5. I mean, counts to 5. What? Okay, that is a nice spike from Awaku. The follow-up is a little bit delayed, but it's very good. 158 attack per minute. 3 pieces per second that round. Tie up this set. TKI start for Awaku. Barquito not really able to get the PC this time. It's a close match. Awaku with a very nice sequence there. And both players on an even position, an even board state. Awaku are going to have a center well. Down stacking, nice combo from the top. Barquito might be in trouble here, he has to down stack this. Going for the offense, Barquito has a board state that he is able to respond with, but Awaku with a very clean match point. I wasn't able to catch up with that. All clear, double all players from Barquito's side. There's going to be SDPC looping the third PC denied by Awaku. 15 seconds on the clock now. Okay, holding it in, Awaku is going to be doing some upstacking. Both players exchanging attacks to one another. Very even, very evenish. Very stable, very equalized, very Tetrio of them. That is not on Z-spin there, Awaku. Certainly, that is a two holes made by, it's an inverted C letter from Barquito. Scrappy fight, a bit down stacky for my liking. I would expect to have more confidence on either of the two, but Awaku is on match point, so this seems to be working. Okay, going to be soft dropping the pieces for the time being. 1 minute and 28 seconds on the clock. Both players not going down so far. Awaku is playing too safe in my opinion, and the SP's misdrop is the finesse breaker. TAWS breaker this time. Awaku versus Barquito. Last round, let's go. Simul openers. No PC. But it is. Okay, never mind. Awaku, let's go to Surge lead. Awaku, okay. Nice well transfer. Barquito trying to build a construction site. Like with a bit of a weird height difference. Has to downstack this. This isn't what you want though. So slight cheese in the middle will take some time for you to navigate through that. Rakido trying to downstack. Owaki going for the offensive. Here comes the spike. And that is it. That is game. And that is the match. Owaku here closing it out. Barely 5-4. Was slipping in the middle of the match, but yeah. GG. Well played to both players. And especially to Rakido as they are eliminated from TAWS America. Thank you very much, Game. Thank you very much, Game, to the 3-stream watch streak here in twitch.tv/Tetrio Amateur Weeklies. Good to have you here. It's been an up and downs, lots of ups and downs in this tournament. Nothing really surprising and nothing really too commendable. There are some players that I'm looking forward to see in this match. Especially for the ones that are in the winners finals. It's a holy filtered. What is this? 31 minutes ago, excessive heat in my area. This is unacceptable. What do you mean excessive heat? Oh god. It's way too. It's 9 AM. It's 9 AM, chat, and it's excessive heat. What am I supposed to do? Okay, there's a bit of a weird, slight graphical error on our bracket scene. It seems Rakido has advanced to losers semis instead of Owaku. Gonna be fixing that one up in a short time. Okay, there we go. That's the right name. It's Anya versus Owaku in the losers semis. Before that, we're going to head into the winners finals between Wow versus Artie Creep. Warm-ups should be there first. Not sure about that one. Looking at the stats, Artie Creep obviously going to be in a slight disadvantage against WoW. But Artie is still here in the winners finals in the upper bracket for a reason, so there is some reason to believe Artie Creep will have an upset here. There are 3 believers for Artie right now. 250 T-bucks on the line, with 0 for Valor. In we go to the warm-up series. Warm-up match, sorry. Okay, Valor going for some all spins this opener phase. Okay, both players relatively even. Opening it up with a counter 4. Artie Creep will be getting their surge right about now. They'll be the first to break. And Waddle will return the favor. The counter spike, but both players are on the top of their board. Artie Creep doesn't have the right pieces in order to survive this warm-ups match. 111 for Waddle. Going out in style. Both players are ready. We're heading into this first to 5 TAWS America. Da 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 ba 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 da ba da 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 ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 do 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 oh, the match is starting. Anyway, first to five, Waddle versus Artie Creep in the winners finals. The loser will have to go in the losers brackets. Opener phase, Artie Creep with a misdrop opener. Waddle here going for some nice Imperial Cross on his board, counts to 4. Looking very clean so far. A bit off stacking, but we'll be able to continue this surge, and Artie Creep has nothing in order to respond to that. Waddle will take first blood in this series. Waddle. Very solid early game here. As Artie, both players having simul openers. Counts to 4 for Waddle's side. Artie Creep. Maybe trying to weather the storm, but the center well, the potential Waddle oversteps and Artie ties it up. Okay, Waddle, that was not the opener, but it's gonna be, regardless, it's going to be on a TST into a TSD sequence. Artie Creep with lots of clean on his board, just has to access it. I don't think he's going to be able to utilize it well, is going to be having a short surge being delivered to Artie's board, going on the offensive, but Artie has the quad in time, has the defense, has the stack, and he'll be able to live in the series. Waddle on the top of his board. Nice defense, nice down stack here. He's able to skim through. He'll be trying to navigate through this piece. He'll be cancelling the damage crucially from Artie Creep with the TSD, as Waddle is looking to stabilize in this round. Yeah, Artie Creep just has to get a little creative in order to get down, as well as trying to be as efficient as they are able to. Well, again, with a Sentinel, we've seen this one before. It ended quite too early for my liking. Okay, Waddle. TST setup here. Might be greeting for this. The counter spike from Artie is going to deliver back the damage over to Waddle's side. And Artie finally taking the lead this series. Artie number 2, we'll see. Okay, both players final openers. Waddle in a bit of a precarious situation. Will be able to get to a counter 4, but has to break soon. I don't think that's the right sequence of pieces that you want there. But Artie will take the freebie. 1-3 on the scoreboard. Okay, simul openers. Waddle just a bit faster than Artie Creep here, but Artie Creep will be receiving lots of clean material on the third column, just has to get garbage access, but immediately lets go of the back-to-back chain, or back-to-back, sorry. Well, here, looks to be with an advantage here. Here comes the spike. Some cheese being delivered onto Artie Creep's board. Waddle trying to deliver, trying to follow this up on his attack, but isn't lethal, isn't able to get the kill, and Waddle is gonna try to squeeze this round out. Artie Creep with a survival, the quad from the top, gets the eyepiece in time, gets the down stack. Waddle counts to 4. Still, both players are relatively even with a surge difference, but Waddle here looking to be the difference maker, but has some cheese to deal with. Artie Creep really isn't in any position to punish Waddle's board state right now, and it's gonna be an eyepiece dependency, gonna burn things out, gonna flatten things on the board, but Artie Creep in a position that they are able to survive. That's Waddle catching up in match points. Artie gonna drop around against Waddle. As this time, Waddle might just be in the passenger seat, as Artie is gonna try and make the play in this match. Artie with some nice T-spins that doesn't really result in a back-to-back surge. Waddle here has a very nice sequence right now. It isn't really consecutive, so not gonna be as spiky. Going for some ult spins. Auto creep is the very bottom of their board. Nothing really happening on auto creep, just trying to survive against Waddle. Waddle, however, has a count to 8. 8 surge deficit on auto creep's screen. He's gonna be trying to extend this, but let's go of the surge now. That's a Sentinel garbage now for auto creep, so they're able to survive that. But Waddle tries to keep up the aggression here in this round, is able to get a counter for the ice ult spin sequence to maintain the pressure here for auto creep. But auto creep has other plans in mind, but is going to be delivering lots of clean over to Waddle's side. Almost a TST, goes for a TSD, and Waddle ties up this set. Waddle finally waking up in this series. Auto creep with a very nice center well garbage, just has to access it. It's a very nice sequence here. Waddle will stand first in surge. Both players still alive, but auto creep will go into match point. 174 APM in the opener phase, and Waddle scrambling, just isn't able to get the down stack there. To creep, nice C-spin, but the eyepiece misdrop is gonna make things into a tiebreaker. TAWS breaker, sorry. Waddle's 6-3 stack by the looks of it, but it's gonna immediately go into a 9-0 stack. I'm not sure about this one, Chief, as auto creep is gonna close things out. 5-4. The auto creep will be in grand finals. Auto creep will be guaranteed second place. Some believers in chat, very satisfied with the result. And Waddle, they're not out yet, but they will be going into the losers bracket. Okay, let me check the weather again. Surely it isn't actually excessive heat in my area. It's still excessive heat, okay. Brother. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Okay. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, Owaku versus Anya. Gonna look at the bracket scene for a little bit to see how things has shaped. Yeah, going into the losers semis before the losers finals, where Waddle is going to be waiting for the winner of the losers semis. My bets on this one will be more about Anya, because I mean, yeah, these two players are very identical. when it comes to the stats, with only a slight edge on Owaku's stat line. Hello there, Yusito. How are you? Welcome to TAWS America. Owaku here hasn't really been great when it comes to when it comes to having actual proactive plays later on in the mid game, but they are able to make the difference in the opening phase. I'm just not sure on how Owaku is going to squeeze out this match against Anya. And the predictions will be here. A minute on the clock for the predictions. The warm-ups will be first. And now I'm gonna take a short nap as I catch on some sleep. Never mind, it's gonna be a warm-up match now. TAWS America, Owaku versus Anya in the losers semis. Gonna be on a 6-3 stack. Anya gonna be on the defense. Gonna be topping out in the warm-ups match against Owaku. That's Owaku taking the warm-ups. Both players are ready now. First to 5. Okay, this is TAWS America. Losers semis. Owaku versus Anya. Opener face Owaku with an opener misdrop. This is one of Owaku's weaknesses. They have been misdropping quite a lot. And after that, it's mostly been safe plays or like safe downstacking. They aren't really as proactive as you'd like them to be, but Anya here is gonna try to be the difference here today, as Owaku will top out first round against Anya. That's his first point. Open face, Owaku going for some nice spike for Anya, but most of it was cancelled, and it's actually going to be on the receiving end, but it's gonna be clean for the most part. So the double quad from Owaku there. Very spiky play, but doesn't have the follow-up. Anya, however, isn't able to survive, has the eyepiece burn, but that's Owaku's round there. Okay, TKI for Anya. Or Anya. Owaku with a very nice center well. That's a lot of garbage over to Anya's side. Most of it was clean, but they're able to be able to utilize the garbage. I don't think that L-spin was necessary, Anya. And that's another round over to Owaku. The nerves might be setting in. Bit of a scrappy fight, but Owaku looks to be plonking this time around. They're receiving a lot of garbage in their queue. Was able to survive that. Anya with a very high surge lead. Here comes the spike, and Awaku, take as much garbage as you like. Anya is gonna tie this set up. Okay, Sino openers. Awaku not going for the PC. Or either player not going for PC. They're just trying to be as efficient as possible. Just delivering some triple burns, but here comes Anya with a very nice spike of 23, taking out Awaku. It's 100 APM there. Awaku getting outplayed this series. Okay, Anya just trying to weather the storm. Because the color click comes to 4 from Awaku. It's a very nice position for him to be in. Anya here, trying to survive. Trying for the down stack. Quad in time, 5 combo, 19 spike, and Awaku. I'm not sure what that was about, but yeah, Anya is on match point now. Okay, Awaku striding in the opening phase, 3 pieces per second, but fumbles the TP spin. Anya gonna be trying to match this pace now. Awaku not as efficient as they thought they would be. The down stack, Awaku. Nice T-spin from the top, 10 spike. 6 after that. Anya with a short sedge. Closing this match out very early. Anya, Awaku here is eliminated from TAWS America. As Anya will be proceeding to the losers finals against Wallow. Never mind. Actually, Anya was going to be going into the losers semis, probably. Never mind. Oh, I'm so lost. I'm so sleepy. No, I'm correct, right? Anya goes to the losers finals. Yeah. Anyway. Oh my god, I am so sleep deprived. Echo with the ad time redeem for some reason. Ads. Okay. Oh. For better or for worse, I'm gonna take a nap. Anya, chora. Shimmy yay, shimmy ya. La la la. Oh, stat check. Anya versus Wallow. Very similar TR, but Wallow here, having better stats. But we'll see if that's actually true. Anyway. Someone say MKO, the MKO on the travel box there. The MKO, the MKO, MKO. Wait, do I have access to the challenge? Okay, I don't have access to the challenge. Okay. It is quite and quiet. I'll deal with that later. Okay, place your predictions. Who will win this losers finals? Flipposaurus with a very good prediction track record. Open phase in warm-ups, Wallow in the back foot. Enya, however, in a very precarious situation. Self-made cheese to impale themselves up. Anyway. 18 seconds! Not the quickest warm-up match, but it's one of them. Okay, good luck, have fun to both players. First to 5. The last ever first to 5 in this TAWS America. You guys place your predictions yet? Very chill. Very chill tournament today. Okay, losers finals. Wallow versus Anya. First to 5. The winner goes to the grand finals. Okay, Wallow with their usual opener. Anya going to be receiving too much damage here. Trying to survive, gets the quad in time. Wallow here keeping up the pace. The pressure is there. And Wallow takes the first point. Okay, opener phase. Wallow going for a nice center well stack. Very standard opener. It's Anya with lots of queen on her board. I'll be trying to recover from this. Trying to make a play. Wallow might just be in trouble. It breaks first. There's lots of cheese onto Anya's board. As a Wallow is going to pressure out Anya in the second round. Wallow being proactive. Wallow 6-3 stack now. Anya down 2 points this series. Anya is in trouble now. That is 5 rows to go through. Wow, what do you counter for? Looking for a continuation on the surge. Going to be taking some damage. And that's the counter to Anya. Very upstacky. Not hitting the brakes yet, but Wallow with a counter 6 surge. Anya has the defense for this. Might just force Wallow to break. Waddle, however, keeps the surge. Here comes a counter spike. Waddle still alive, but isn't able to get the survival. And finally, Anya puts herself on this series 2-1 in favor of Waddle. Okay, Anya. Rough opener faced. Waddle going to be upstacking. Anya, however, isn't really able to come up with anything in this round, and there will be topping out in. I mean, gets a couple of line clears, but Waddle just has it in the bag at that point. A very one-sided match so far. Okay, Anya going for a particular stack, but isn't able to go for some T-spins. Waddle here with a surge advantage in his possession. Anya is in trouble. He's on the top of their board. Waddle goes for the counter spike, but isn't able to get as much damage as they need it to be. And Waddle will top out there. Anya, nice decision making to keep themselves in it. 3-2. In we go. Waddle, usual opener. We'll go for the usual TST stack, C-spin. Anya trying to go for some T-spins. Doesn't really yield much results. Waddle, kind of striding. Both players identical pieces per second, but Waddle's side, board state is actually kind of terrible, but they are able to live this as Anya wasn't able to get the follow-up just in time for them to get this kill. That's lots of clean over to Waddle's side, but the outpiece Misdrop is looking to fix his fatal, or 69 attack, 96 APM. Nice one, Anya. It's gonna tie this series up. It's a bit of a pendulum there, but we're moving on. Waddle very fluent when it comes to this stack. Back-to-back surge for Waddle. Breaks first. That's lots of garbage over to Anya's side. They're trying to survive this. Goes on down stack. Repair duty in session. There's a J piece there. They'll be opening it up now and gets the quad. Gonna be cancelling the damage crucially just in time, but Anya is running out of time. Is able to get down, is able to get garbage access, and able to match Waddle's attacks. Well, on a 9-0 stack, we'll be proceeding to down stack to safety. Anya here looking to be in the passenger seat. Gonna be hijacking this round into her favor. As well, we'll have lots of cheese to actually deal with. That's gonna give Anya to recover and make something on her board. But Waddle here is finally out. Anya might be in trouble. Waddle just has to greed for something here, just has to make some proactive plays in order to get the round back. But Anya here with a very clean 8th column, sorry, for the garbage. Lots of damage potential, but it doesn't result into a kill. Oh, lots of cheese. He's going to be in trouble. Tries to survive this. Gonna be covering up the 3rd column. And they might just be out, but gets a couple of line clears for the survival. The quad is there. 2 minutes on the clock. Anya trying to squeeze out this round. There goes the quad, and finally Anya. Match point for them. Okay, Waddle. Backs against the wall. It's gonna be a rough time, but nice DT by the looks of it. Nice spike. Anya here in trouble. That is a TAWS breaker on our screen. Waddle coming alive in that round. Just styling on Anya. Okay, heading straight into this last round for today. Waddle, a nice C-spin, Anya for TKI, but immediately the deviation from the stack is there. Slight misjump over to Waddle's side is going to be able to convert this into a T-spin, very nicely done. Keeps up the APM, that's lots of garbage material over to Anya's side, as Waddle will be receiving a back-to-back surge advantage. So Anya, I don't know what happened there, but the DC cannon with the internet connectivity issues, as Anya isn't able to live that long. Waddle will go ahead into the grand finals and have a rematch against Articreep, but this time he has to win 2 times. 2 sets in first to 7s. Very well played for both players. Anya was the first to get to match point, but wasn't able to close it out. Lots of misdrops right up until the end. So we're gonna be taking a short break in order to change the background of the client for our grand finals. Thank you guys for tuning in. And here is the bracket scene. It's been very how should I say this? Is it unpredictable? Or has the tournament been just as what you expected? First to 7. Gonna be buying some time for our stream host. Stay set things up real quick. Our beloved MKO. Never mind, Banana's back. Bruh. Never mind. He's back, he's back. Okay then, it's Articreep versus Waddle in the grand finals. Seems like Articreep has managed to maintain their cool in this upper bracket, so might be slightly interesting in what will happen in this tournament, but Waddle is on a roll right now. Hopefully we get straight into this. We're gonna be almost hitting the 2-hour mark for our live stream in about 20 seconds from now. So yeah, it's a grand finals, both players SS ranked as intended, and they have almost similar stats when it comes to APM, PPS, and versus. Although Waddle just has better stats, but the last match against Articreep, Waddle wasn't able to secure a win against him, so yeah, definitely good luck to both. This time it's gonna be a first to 7 now. Waddle has to win 2 sets against Articreep, as Articreep just has to win 1 of them. No warm-ups. We're going straight right in, and the predictions will be started. It's going to be 2 minutes on the predictions. As you wait for a bit. Both players are ready. place your predictions. You want to win some T-Bust? Bet for the player that you think will win in this Grand Finals first set. And if you have too many T-Bucks on your disposal, you can redeem something using our channel rewards. You can 1v1 me. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Guys, it's time to gamble. Please do not resist. That's 250 channel points over to Autocreep. That's one believer putting a lot on the line. And Lalo with a measly 20 channel points. Still some RT creep believers. Lalo is a rematch, looking for vengeance. So we go straight right into this first to 7. Warm-ups has been denied. Warm-ups was a bit skipped, I should say. Starting in about 5 seconds from now. Okay, this is TAWS America 127 Grand Finals, Wallow versus Articreep. It is first to 7 matched. Wallow coming from the losers bracket, looking to make the difference here in this tournament. Very solid start, open a face, Wallow going for the offense, Articreep going to be trying to match Wallow's attacks now. Wallow going to be tanking some of the damage. Counts the floor for Articreep, and there comes the spike to open up the series. First point going to Articreep. Okay, very simultaneous openers. You're familiar with them before. Both players is able to get a counter force surge. And Valol just has a better board state in order to maintain this surge. But is gonna be able to send a spike for Articreep. Articreep with a clutch clear, but doesn't result into a survival. Valol ties up the set. TKI. Valol with some very nice sequences here, taking a quick round against Articreep. The opener has been... didn't really go Valol's way, but they'll be able to survive this. Articreep on a 6-3 stack. Need to be down stacking, counts to 4, has a surge. It's gonna be very convenient to use. Valol in a slightly awkward board state. Has to down stack this. Has to dig themselves out to safety, gets the quarter in time to cancel 6 lines of garbage, but here comes the spike from Artie, but Valol just deletes the damage there. Okay, Articreep isn't able to make the play here, but will be trying to counter for. Burns for a triple instead, as Valol keeps up the pace. So it seems to be Valol taking the driver's seat in this game. Okay, Valol might just be in trouble. Tries to go for a down stack. Gets the eyepiece. Gets some nice single burns. But Articreep just waiting for the right moment and delivers the spike. Nicely done there, Articreep. Keeping the series closed. TKI start, Valol, C-Span, Honeycup opener. Very nice sequence there. So Wow, gonna be counting to 4. Tries to maintain a surge lead, tries to extend it, but here comes the follow-up. Archgrid able to cancel most of the damage there. But they are in a slight disadvantage when it comes to the board state. That is some very... That looked like an emoticon there when it comes to the garbage. 6-3 inverted stacking. Waddle might just be in trouble. Tries to cycle through this next queue. And they'll be able to downstack this. That is a counter 4 to Arctic Creep side. Here comes the engage. Tries to go for the kill, but isn't able to. Waddle just able to respond to that. Nice downstack. And we're pretty even so far. Going for a play, Waddle. JP's misdrop. It ain't lethal yet, as Arctic Creep is misdropping the pieces too. It's a bit of a scrappy fight between these two players, as it is relatively even. Arctic Creep greeting for a TSD from the top. It's going to be worth it. Uses 2 eyepieces to burn 2 lines. But actually, the third eyepiece is there in time, but the spike from Wallow here is looking for the round win. The spike hits, but Wallow looks for the fight. Arctic Creep isn't able to survive that, and Wallow looking to try to keep this lead. Okay, opener phase. Arctic Creep finally getting a very nice opener phase right now. Waddle will be counting to 4. They break defensively. This might be Arctic Creep's chance, but Waddle has a very nice 9-0 stack, but will be down stacking that. It's Arctic Creep. Search deleted. The IP spin. The I spin isn't there for Waddle. Not as smooth as they hoped it would be. They didn't go for the TST setup there. Waddle is going for the down stack. Takes themselves out to safety as Arctic Creep tries to maintain the pressure. And Waddle gets the I spin that time around. It's a close fight. Okay. Board state wise, I'm feeling like Wallow just has a better one. Extending the lead about 2 points in this match. Give your support in the stream chat for RT. He is down 2 points this series. Wallow here. Looking for a bracket reset that might just come true if Arctic Creep isn't able to get back into this. That's an awkward board state here for Wallow's side. A bit of a homemade cheese for Wallow, as Arctic Creep will take a round back. Okay, simul openers, a bit of a pendulum going on. But Wallow will just be faster compared to Arctic Creep. But it is lots of clean material for Arctic Creep to work with here. Sword Surges for 120, 1 APP, ties this set, and Arctic Creep isn't going down without a fight. Wallow here. It's really, not really expecting that maybe. DT cannon starts, C-spin for Arctic Creep. Really nice TST there. Both players exchanging the attacks. Arctic Creep looks for a kind of a setup here. Choose to ban that one out. Wasn't really sure if that was going to work. As Arctic Creep is going to be covering up that well now. They have to downstack this if they want to be able to live. As well, counts to 4. Might break soon. It's gonna be counting to 8 actually. Arctic Creep is actually in trouble now. That's with down stack. Arctic Creep doesn't get the TSD in time, and Wallow Keeping the lead by 1. Okay, auto creep on the offensive. Well, might just be in a predicament for Royce to burn things out to open up the second column. They have to use the IP stare. Nice defense from Moralo, nice survival, but auto creep uses the search defensively. Isn't really going in his way. Tries to go for the down stack, covers up the first column. I don't think that's what you want to be doing. Goes for a TSS from the top as side. 5 combo from auto creep to match the damage from Wallow. Auto creep is yeah, they are doing things. Okay, nice all-spin sequence from Wallow's side. Pounce to 4-2. Very clean play-ish. A bit of a mech-hot-esque gaming. And auto creep falls. Wallow looking for a bracket reset in this set. Okay, auto creep going for some all spins this time in this round. Wallow, that's not gonna be a T-spin that you'll be able to do here. Has to upstack a bit more. TST sent, auto creep cancels. That's lots of clean over to auto creep's board, just has to access it. Wallow trying to make things work now. Okay, nice TSD from the top. The quad is there. Auto creep goes down, and it is a bracket reset here in TAWS America. Wallow with a 7-4 match against auto creep. There goes a life. GG to both players. It's not over yet. Gonna be taking a short break as we head into the bracket reset here. Archer Creep has lost 1 set against Wallow. And the prediction results, it is going to be 660 T-Bucks going to the Wallow believers. The Wabble-Leavers there. It's a 250 lost by someone who predicted auto creep. And as we take a minute to take a break. If you want to avoid ads, consider subscribing, or subscribe with your Prime as we pull up the predictions for one last time this tournament. Who will win this second set between these two players? Wallow looking to redeem himself in this one. Another 250 over to Wow's side. The predictions is there. RT loyalty from Flipposaurus. Interesting. 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 Let's see. Oh. Well, yeah, so buy some time here. I'm gonna be talking about... Okay, actually, both players are ready now. Okay. Going into our last first to 7 here in TAWS America. It is time to decide the winner of this tournament. Wallel or Autocreep. Going to fight it out for one last set. Here we go, TAWS America. Okay, opening phase looking very solid for Wallel here. Autocreep eventually in the back foot. Wallel is counting to 4. And for some spins there. Goes for a spike. Doesn't really have the potential follow-up there. Wallel is looking to make things different this time around. They'll be upstacking TSD into an ice spin. Very nice sequences there. Counts to 4. Breaks into an 11 spike. Autocreep has to deal with that. Nice color clear, but there's no damage. Autocreep might be misdropping. They keep covering up their escape there as well. Takes the first round. It's not looking good for Autocreep. Okay, TKI into almost an LST. Autocreep going to go for a 7-2 stack, count to 4, but Wallel's going to have a surge now. Autocreep trying to weather the storm. Wallel, nice S-spin triple to extend it into an 8 surge. DT cannon mid-game, 30 seconds on the clock. Autocreep, it feels like... I feel like he's losing time in order to survive this. But the survival is there, the downstack. It's gonna be there for Autocreep as well, not having any follow-up response there just in case. This Autocreep is going to live for about a minute in this round. Okay, going for a TSD there. Could just counted to 4, gets a quad. Okay, Wallel trying to deliver some clean in order to top out Creep here. Alti, the Z piece, that's not gonna burn anything. And Wallel 2-0 this series. Okay, looking very hot so far. Autocreep matching very well in the open phase. Both players up stacking, Wallel creating some sort of a semblance here. Break surge. RT just has to maintain this. Nice for some old spins, tries to build a back-to-back. I don't think that results in a counter for, but it is a spike for RT. Wallel looking to return the favor. Trying to make things work now, going for the down stack. Tries to dig themselves out to safety, but RT looking to take Wallel out of the equation, but isn't able to. RT with the comeback. Maintaining the aggression, T-spin now. A quad as well to close that round, and first point for them in this set. 2-1 in favor of Wallel. Okay, going back in here, Wallel with a rough opener phase. The S piece is not gonna be there. It's not gonna be in the right position, and it is a 0 APM. 123 APM for RT. And that ties the setup. Jaden's able to slide 1 T-Bucks in the prediction. Okay, very spiky. Caps to 4, swords. It's a 20 spike for Wallow. And that is it. Artie, not really expecting that. But we'll go again, if he has to. TKI start, Wallow with a C-spin. Honeycup opener. TST will be somewhat lethal, but we'll be having some clean garbage on Artie's board. Here comes the spike, 18! And Artie isn't able to do anything. Wallow. Almost a mirror of the last match in this TAWS America. And it's not over yet. I'll just have to take another set. It's a very nice spike for Wallow's side, delivering some nice good damage very early on. As Artie Creep tries to skim over to this. Miss holds into the T-piece and goes down. Wallow trying to close this tournament out. As Artie Creep is starting to fall apart. Maybe on a 6-3 stack, 6-3 stack this time around. Now only 5-4. Nice all spins. Counts to 4. Here comes the spike. Artie gonna be trying to defend this one. And then it stands into an 8 surge. While looking for more, looking to make it even more lethal. Artie Creep is relatively high up now. Wallow just has to break right now. Just looks to extend it even more. Just surge farming Artie here. Wallow without any pressure. Here comes the spike. 18 lines. And that is tournament point. Artie. It's looking dire. It's looking over. We'll just have to wait and see. Wallow in the opener phase, delivering a lot of garbage here. This might just be it now. Counts to 4, Artie Creep in the back foot. Unable to make the play, unable to come back. Wallow will take TAWS America. 127. Closing it out 7-2 on match. Artie Creep unable to find a way back here, as the fly in his room will sabotage his performance. Good game, well played to both players. As we wrap things up here, heading into our raffles. So top 8. Yep. This is how the tournament went out. And despite going down in the losers bracket, Wallow able to come back from it. And finally taking this tournament. Okay. The predictions has now ended. The results is Wallow. It's 800 T-Bucks going over to the ones who predicted. Okay, we're gonna be wrapping things up here today. As no raffles, maybe? Okay, here is the raffles. The spin... the wheel is invisible for some reason. My internet? Question mark? Oh, there we go. Here we go. Okay. Insert drum roll. Insert tension. It is Tio! Okay, congratulations, Tio. You just won yourself some 1 month of Tetrio supporter. Very well, very well. And that is it for us here in Tetrio Amateur Weeklies. If you enjoyed what you see here today, consider dropping a follow. If you're considering to participate in one of these tournaments, go into our Discord server and read what's in there. That is it for me. My name is Koit from the commentator's desk, and we're gonna be looking for a raid. And if you guys would like to participate, consider sticking in with us. Wiley is online, Meme is online. Gonna be choosing from one of those two. Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful time hanging out with me. And I'm gonna go to bed now and catch up on some naps real quick. It's currently excessive heat in my area, it's not looking good for me. Yep, Jaden, you won the predictions. 250 T-Bucks. Okay, we're heading into a raid. A raid target has been chosen. And we're raiding Meme. Did I just get an ad? There's no way. Okay. Well, closing it up for real this time. See you guys around. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening to all places that are currently watching the stream. Yeah. Goodbye now.